Welcome to All Things Marketing Podcast, the podcast that talks all things marketing for both franchise and multi-location marketing leaders. ATM is brought to you by PureDriven. We'll show you how to turn your brand into a money-making machine. Here's your host, Steve Rockwood.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Franchise ATM. My name is Steve Rockwood. I'm the marketing manager here at PureDriven, and today we are going to be talking about the importance of answering reviews. Now, we have touched on this topic in the past, but I think it's so important that I want to make another short podcast about it. So, everyone that owns a retail store, and especially a restaurant, should really be focusing on their reviews, especially on Google. All right, so there are a lot of people that when they search something on Google, the first thing they see is your local listing. And what's attached to your local listing? Your review. And if your reviews are low and there's competition in your area, there's a good chance that they're going to go to the other stores, the other locations, the other restaurants in your area and not yours because of the reviews. Now, it's been proven that if you respond to reviews and you give people a positive outlook on your business and the way that you do business, even if you respond to a really bad review, but you respond in a really good way, people will actually leave that review taking it as a positive review, not a negative one. So it's really important that as the store manager or the store owner, you take control of your reviews and actually answer those, even if they're bad ones. Just respond to them, whether it's telling them an actual solution to the problem or just having them reach out to you and maybe giving them your manager's phone number or email address or just some way to contact you. Now, in the restaurant world, it's really hard because there are a lot more reviews coming in. If you own a restaurant, and especially a restaurant franchise, and you have multiple locations, you know that you have a ton of reviews coming in. Here at PureDriven, we work with a lot of franchise retail stores and some restaurants, and the restaurant reviews come in, I would say, probably 7 to 8 times more than the retail store reviews. So for every one review that our retail stores get, we probably get 7 or 8 on the restaurant pages. So it's very important that you respond on those reviews. I've actually gone through for this podcast and tested out 10 different restaurants in my area, and between almost 8,000 reviews that have been left in the past year, they have had 22 responses, and they're not doing great on the reviews department. And these are all different restaurant businesses. It's not just one franchise brand that I looked at. I just took the area around me and decided to do that. And it's crazy how many don't have responses to the bad reviews. And the problem is the bad reviews keep stockpiling up, and they might even talk about the same things as a different negative review from the same week or month. If you can try and really get those things fixed in the store, of course, but on the review side, you're going to be doing a great service for yourself and your clients who are interested in coming in. So my advice for you, especially for you restaurant owners or restaurant managers, is give someone in your company permission to start responding to these reviews. Maybe have a strategy session first so you can talk about what you want to say and what you don't want to say on your review page, and then who the final contact should be. So whether it's the store owner, the store manager, or someone else in the store or the restaurant that you want to actually give the phone to, if these people want to call with their review afterwards, after they read your response, you should probably try and figure all that out before actually starting to respond, or you're probably going to make a bad review and someone who's already upset, even more upset, with a lot of confusion. So make sure you have a strategy session first. That being said, you should come up with a few canned responses as well. So just because you have a bunch of negative reviews, it doesn't mean you only have to respond to the negative ones. I've talked to a lot of reputation management platform salespeople and customer support specialists, and they all tell me that you should be responding to all reviews, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. So if you get a good review, thank the person for reviewing you. You can even ask them to review you on a different platform if you wish. So if they review you on Facebook, you could say, let's say Kimberly reviewed you on Facebook and said she had a great experience and she recommends your restaurant. You could say, thanks so much, Kimberly. And then you could possibly ask her to leave a review on Google. Say, hey, if you haven't yet, would you mind leaving us a positive review on Google, or just a review on Google, sharing your experience with the rest of our clients? Thanks so much. You could even offer something to Kimberly in a private message just for being friendly. I don't like offering people something to review you. I think that's a little unfair. So don't say, hey, we'll give you a $5 gift certificate to our restaurant if you give us a positive review on Google. I would just say, ask her to give you the review. And then if she does, or even if she doesn't do it, just say, hey, thanks so much. Here's a $5 gift card that you can use next time you stop into our restaurant. People will see that and they'll start leaving positive reviews as well, because they'll say, hey, Kimberly recommends it. I'm going to recommend it to my friends as well. And then if new customers come to your pages, they'll see that, oh, there's an army of people who really like this place so much that they leave a positive review. Because as you probably know, people are much faster to leave a bad review when they have a bad experience than they are to leave a good review when they have a good experience. Because if something is good or goes exactly as they planned it to, it's not necessarily special to them. Whereas if something goes bad and worse than they planned it to go, then they go, oh, I'm going to leave a bad review because this is not what I expected. And then they'll probably lay out in the review what they expected. So if you get positive reviews, thank them for the review. If you get indifferent reviews, thank them for the review and maybe ask them what they would like you to do to get it to a 5-star review. If it's a 3-star review that just says, the food was good, but the service wasn't as great, you could just apologize for the service and say you're working on it, or you could ask what piece of the service wasn't working, or just give them a number again to not escalate on the actual page and just have it turn into more of a private conversation after the fact. Obviously, the negative reviews, depending on how negative they are, sometimes you can just fix it on the page right there and you can just respond and say, like for instance, if they had a bad experience with a certain employee, you could even say, that employee is no longer with us. We're so sorry that you had that experience. Hopefully you'll give us another chance. Or you could just say, we've talked to that employee. Thank you for your review, and things will be better next time. Thanks so much. Or you could even just say, hey, could you please give us a call and tell us all about your experience? Thank you so much for leaving a review, and we're sorry that you had a bad experience with us. Hopefully you can give us another chance, and it will be better next time. Thank you. So just by being positive, you don't want to turn a negative review into a more negative response from yourself. So even if you know that you are 100% in the right, it's not worth arguing on your reviews page. So if you know that you're right, and you know that the customer was just complaining to complain, or they just didn't have a valid reason to give you 1 star and they left a bad review, just tell them to call you and you'll try and fix it. Don't try and debate with them on the page, because more than likely it's just going to make you look bad in the end. I've seen this happen a lot on especially smaller businesses where, when you're only getting 10 reviews total, it's a lot more emotionally taxing to get a bad review. And I've seen some pretty heated arguments between business owners and customers that should have probably just happened over the phone or in private, and they probably wouldn't have got as bad if they just talked on the phone or even in person. So try not to turn a negative situation into an even more negative one. Try and either turn it into a neutral or positive. And if you know it's going to be negative, just try and get different contact info for them so that they can connect with you privately and you don't have to make it worse on the page. Well, I hope that helped. That is all I have for you today. So thank you very much for listening to Franchise ATM, and I hope everybody has a good weekend. Have a good one, everybody.
You just listened to All Things Marketing Podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch every new episode every day. Want to be a guest on the show? Sign up at PureDriven.com/guest. See you tomorrow here at the ATM.